naked carbon fiber finish on a Koenigsegg cost $443,000. That is almost $500,000 just to tell the factory not to paint your car. 30 years ago, Christian von Koenigsegg was hustling frozen chickens and plastic bags through his small trading company to survive. Today, he controls the absolute apex of automotive royalty. At the bottom of this pyramid, rich people buy speed and engineering. But at the very top, billionaires are paying for physical invincibility and a violent distortion of time. Level 1. The entry-level illusionist. The Koenigsegg CCX, Competition Coupe 10. You just dropped over $1 million to secure a seat at the absolute bottom of the hypercar food chain. You bought a 20-year-old CCX. It is the equivalent of buying a supply closet in a luxury penthouse just to claim the zip code. You tell friends you bought it for the pure analog V8 experience, but the real titans know you simply could not afford a modern hybrid model. You are desperately clinging to the ghost of early 2000s engineering. You can pause and read the full invoice on screen to understand what real money looks like. But let me highlight the absolute worst part. $1.25 million for the aging chassis, $12,000 for a clutch replacement, $8,500 for basic servicing, and $25,000 in annual insurance. Level 2. The direct drive megalomaniac. The Koenigsegg Regera. Spending $3 million on a hybrid car without a gearbox is like buying a private jet and only using it to taxi around the runway. You are the tech bro or crypto billionaire who buys this purely for the party trick of robotized doors. You tell everyone it is the ultimate grand tourer, but you leave it connected to a battery tender in a climate-controlled garage. The engineering is brilliant, but you treat it like an oversized smartphone on wheels to flex on traditional supercar owners. I've put the full technical dossier on screen so you can grasp the scale of the financial damage. Pause and read it, but just know this: $3.2 million for the entry ticket, $45,000 for a high-voltage battery service, and $40,000 just for hollow carbon fiber wheels. Level 3. The SPEC-SHEET warlord. The Koenigsegg Agera RS. Paying $5 million for a top speed record you will never attempt is like buying a Michelin star restaurant and only eating the free bread. You buy the Agera RS to purchase a resume. You are the aggressive hedge fund manager clinging to a world speed record from 2017. You will never take this vehicle past 90 on the highway, yet you terrorize dinner parties quoting aerodynamic downforce figures and straight-line telemetry. You did not buy a car, you bought a ballistic missile for your fragile ego. I'll let you pause and look at the full audit on screen to see how deep this rabbit hole goes. But consider these numbers: $5.5 million for the asset, $250,000 for the engine upgrade, and $25,000 to fly a factory technician to your driveway. Level 4. The ballistic masochist. The Koenigsegg Jesko attack. Spending $3 million on a track weapon you can barely endure is like buying an active volcano just to roast marshmallows on the crater. You crave physical punishment to feel alive. The brutal irony here is profound. This masterpiece was named after Jesko von Koenigsegg, Christian's father, who literally liquidated his life savings to keep a bankrupt dream alive decades ago. Jesko sacrificed his fortune for survival, yet you blow yours to simulate danger on private track weekends, wrapped in a fireproof suit, pretending to be a factory driver. Pause the video and read the full breakdown on screen if you want to question their sanity. But I'll just leave you with this: $3.3 million base price, $443,000 for naked carbon, and $85,000 for track insurance. Level 5. The nostalgia monopolist. The Koenigsegg CC850. Dropping $4 million on a computerized manual gearbox is like hiring a symphony orchestra to play a digital ringtone. You conquered the business world, and now you want to buy back 1999. Obsessed with purity, you pay an astronomical premium for a car that mathematically fakes a manual shift. You tell the board you are preserving the lost art of driving, but you really just want a physical clutch pedal to distance yourself from the digital masses. You are purchasing engineered nostalgia. The complete spec sheet is on your screen right now. Pause to examine the autopsy of their bank account, but pay attention to this. 4.5 million for market access, 22,000 for transmission calibration, and 70,000 for collector insurance. Level 6. The Vault Curator. The Koenigsegg CCXR Trevita. Locking a diamond-infused hypercar in a lightless vault is like marrying a supermodel and hiding her in an underground bunker. You are an oligarch treating engineering like a treasury bond. Trevita translates to 3 whites, utilizing a proprietary diamond weave carbon fiber so absurdly difficult to manufacture, they only built 2. You do not drive it. You are terrified a rogue pebble will shatter your $1,000,000 resin. It is no longer an automobile. It is a high-yield hostage that never sees the sun. I've projected the entire math trap on screen for you to pause and study, but all you really need to hear is this. 4.8 million auction value, 250,000 for a single panel replacement, and 30,000 for secure vault storage. Level 7. The God Complex. The Koenigsegg Chimera. Spending millions to force a manufacturer to combine 3 different hypercars into one is like paying Picasso to repaint the Mona Lisa just because you can. You bypass the waiting list and sit directly with Christian to play God with his legacy. The Chimera merges an Agera chassis, a Jesko engine, and a manual transmission into a single freak of nature. This is not a purchase, it is a flex of absolute sovereignty. You demand an engineering miracle simply to ensure no other human owns what you own. Take a second, pause, and read the full financial damage report on the screen. While you do that, let these numbers sink in. 7.5 million commission, 500,000 for custom software, and 100,000 for your dedicated factory engineer. The difference between level 1 and level 7 is brutally simple. At the bottom, you are buying a car to prove your wealth to the world. At the top, you are buying the factory's soul to prove your power to yourself. But the Koenigsegg rabbit hole goes even deeper. Tell me in the comments if you want the dark story of the infamous stolen CCX that vanished into the criminal underworld, or the secret buyer who crashed a multi-million-dollar prototype just minutes after delivery. Hit that subscribe button, or stay poor.